Next up, at UFC 290, we have the rematch. We got Jimmy Crute taking on Alonzo Menifield. Jimmy Crute, 12-3 overall, 2-2 in his last 5. The reality is he's 2-2-1 in his last 5. He's taking on Alonzo Menifield, 15-2 overall, 3-1-1.
Do we need to even talk all that? They've already fought.
Okay,
so who cares all the background stuff? Just talk about when they fought.
Hey, don't.
You want to cut some time? It'd be an easy thing to do. It doesn't matter. We've seen them fall. Just say how they fought.
You think every single person that the 12,000, 15,000 people that are going to watch this video, every single one of them saw their first fight?
That's what I'm saying. You just talk about the fight and how they did. That's all that matters.
I'm about to. Jimmy Crute is a solid wrestler who averages. So this is a rematch. This is from UFC 284 a few months ago. Jimmy Crute won all the wrestling exchanges. Alonzo Menifield won all the striking exchanges. Alonzo Menifield dropped Jimmy twice, almost had him out of there 2 times, but Jimmy would recover, get the takedowns. It came down to the 3rd round. Alonzo Menifield dropped him. That was his round. He was going to win that round. And then he glanced, his fingers grazed the fence on a takedown attempt, and the referee took away a point, draw, which sucks.
Lock of the week.
Because Alonzo Menifield won that fight. Yes, he did grab the fence. The reality is, he won that fight. I hate when the referees sort of put it in their own hands, but it is what it is. Because even with the takedown, it was a draw. Meaning, he grabbed the fence, ended up getting taken down. If Jimmy Crute just cruised and dominated that round, that should have won him the fight. But instead, the point deduction just made it a draw. So, now this becomes, who do you think wins the rematch? We have Jimmy Crute, very good wrestler, good grappler as well. He's averaging about 5 takedowns per fight. That also means he's letting people up 4 times, but he's averaging about 5 takedowns per fight. He's taking on Alonzo Menifield. The guy's a beast. He's got incredible power. Normally, great takedown defense. It was actually surprising how easily he was getting taken down in this fight, but normally great takedown defense. And we know he has cardio. He's gone the distance a few times. So this is just striker versus grappler, essentially. It is a rematch. I am on the Alonzo Menifield side. I will say these odds are probably perfect. I actually would cap Jimmy as the favorite because Jimmy Crute won more minutes in that fight. Jimmy Crute, in 15 minutes, he won 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. He was dropped a few times, and avoiding that power is going to be the trick in this rematch. I am going to lean Alonzo, though, and really what pushed me over the edge for Alonzo here is because in every interview since that fight, Jimmy Crute nonstop talks about Alonzo's power, how hard he hits, how surprised he was by how hard he hits. And I think it's in his head. And I think his shots are going to be from farther away. I think his wrestling is going to be a little hesitant, or he's just going to be desperate to wrestle because he's afraid to get hit as hard as he was. So Alonzo Menifield with a very slight lean here, but these odds are correct. Jimmy Crute should probably be the slight favorite. What do you think?
I have no idea how. I understand that was a draw, and I understand that he did have some wrestling. He did have some grappling in that fight, but I have no idea how you can make Jimmy Crute a favorite in this fight because that dude was almost put out multiple times, and he was saved by the round. He was saved by the round at one point, and Alonzo Menifield, it was his mistakes from losing that fight. Obviously, the point deduction is what it is, but I'm just talking about inside the fight. I mean, this is essentially when I was breaking it down is essentially Phil Rowe and Neil Magny. If Phil Rowe stays at range against Neil Magny, he probably knocks him out or he hurts him enough. But if you play that game, now you're giving him an opportunity to win the fight. You're playing the game that he wants to play. There was multiple times when Alonzo Menifield at range, pop, 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 landing big shots. Jimmy Crute, in my mind, is literally one of the worst strikers in the UFC, regardless of gender or division. I mean, it is awful what he tries to do. It is awful what Ryan Hall is. I mean, in, out, bouncy. He's got the kicks. He's the wheel kicks, the side kicks. Wop, 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 the 1-2 down the pipe. Broke his hand one fight. He hit so fucking hard. So don't ever fucking disrespect me. What's the TikTok? Don't ever call me, disrespect me like that.
If this is you, yeah. The New York guy when people are walking by, yeah. Don't disrespect me walking by looking like a fat George, like just
with those dusty ass shoes, disrespecting me or whatever he said. Fucking. Anyway, but I mean, this is essentially if Alonzo Menifield stays at range and keeps striking, he's gonna knock this dude's head off. But in that fight, there was one part where he boom, 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 lands a good combination. You can physically see Jimmy Crute is like glazed over, hands low, and Alonzo Menifield just he gets on him on the cage, and he just is holding him. There was a minute 30 left in the round. He's just holding. He could have just already got the guy out of there. 10 seconds left in the round. I think this was the second round. Pop, pop, pop. That's when he just drops him at the end of the round. Couldn't finish him to finish. If he did that a minute ago, this fight's over and there's no rematch or whatever. There were so many opportunities where now Jimmy Crute's on the ground and Alonzo Menifield's got him in a headlock position. Get back to space. Let him up. He doesn't want to be, but instead, Alonzo Menifield circled around, got his back. Now Crute is now.
Are you okay, dude?
What?
Just take a deep breath.
I'm passionate about this shit. I'm fucking passionate about this shit. I'm telling you. This is a lock. I've already lost this lock of the week once. He might be the lock of the week again. I'm trying to get this through Alonzo. If you're watching this, there was a time where he was like circling around, and that led Crute try to jump on a single after that, and then that's how he's getting taken down. Stay the fuck away from Jimmy Crute. You don't need any looping shots at all. This is Joe Pyfer versus Gerald Meerschaert. Pop, pop, 1-2, straight down the fucking pipe. This dude's gonna be going like this, smiling, waiting to eat that shot. You're gonna knock him out. Please do not do any grappling. He's got a good takedown defense. He just put himself in bad situations. Alonzo Menifield should just fucking dominate this fight, dude. Just knock his head off, man, please. No disrespect, Jimmy. I mean, but it is what it is.
So we're on the same side of this fight. You're just a little farther on that spectrum. Like other
somebody said, Alonzo,
you're a little farther on the spectrum. So. We are on the same side. I do like Alonzo Menifield to win. I'm not going to bet the fight just because, I mean, Jimmy Crute may just come in diving at ankles, and this may be
even when he does that, he gets
fight.
Tired. Even if he does that, he gets tired. Oh wow! Yeah, button. That was wow.
Professionals. $8,000 in DraftKings. I mean, if it's anything like that last fight didn't have a winner, and he still scored really well because of the knockdowns. 10 points per knockdown.
He should knock this dude out, man. I mean, it should be not hard at all.
Well, I'll be rooting for it, as will you. Maybe I'll grab what's Alonzo Menifield inside the distance decision, no action? What's that look like? It's probably minus 250.
I don't know. Let me find that for you, sir.
That's a great bet. I can't believe I didn't do that yet. That is a great freaking bet.
Well, yeah, it's probably going to be fucking, I don't know.
Gilbert says this is why he asked about the autism.
Why? Because I'm fucking passionate, articulate, smart. Oh,
Girls,
here we go.
Chill out and lay down.
Go the fuck to sleep. Jesus Christ.
I hear you.
8:30. Hell, you should have been asleep 4 hours ago.
Tell me the freaking odds so we can move on here.
Well, it's internet's a little slow over here. It's raining. Oh shit!
Yeah.
What do you? Minus 115.
All right, I'm gonna place that next time you're talking. That's a perfect bet. Absolute perfect bet. WeWantPicks.com. Link your Discord to see if I place that bet, and when I do, you'll get an alert immediately on your phone through the Discord. You'll get alerts anytime we place any bets, make any picks, or do anything. WeWantPicks.com. It's only $10 a month. Become a member. What are you waiting for? It's freaking $10. What are we doing? I told you I'm going to be at UFC 290. I'm going to be at UFC 290. If you're going to be there, I'll buy you a beer. A beer in Vegas is going to cost way more than
$20. Those things, but they are big. I mean, they're like the big things.
So
but Bud Light Lounge. Every time I got a beer for me and Big Don, I mean, it was like, the way it was $50 after the tip, you know. I mean, I'm throwing stuff around.
Congratulations on your success.
I'm throwing some things around. You know what I mean? I throw that dang. You trying to get a pipe?
Good for you.
Trying to get the pipe?
I don't know what you're saying, but no.
You trying to get the pipe?